Hey guys! Well, I just got back from the thrift store. I found some amazing coats that I really want to show you. But I guess I could show you my outfit of the day too. So I'm wearing this maroon orange-ish leather trench that I thrifted. And then I am wearing this express turtleneck with a gold chain, giving me Dwayne The Rock Johnson vibe. It's my inspo for today, I guess. And then some thrifted Levi's jeans, and then a thrifted belt that has like a little pattern on it. I was wearing my docs, but now I'm in my house. So yeah, that's my outfit. I thought I would show you my whole like Depop process and like how I post things to Depop, how I take pictures, everything that goes into Depop for me. That other lighting really did not do this outfit justice. I love the back too. I actually bought this trench when I was with my grandma, and I bought it with the intention of reselling it, but I love jackets. And I own a plethora of them, and I cannot for the life of me part with jackets to save my life. Here is your daily dose of Sash. Oh, okay. Okay, let me go get these coats. Okay, so I actually went to, is it Volunteers of America? I think it's Volunteers of America. There's a new-ish location. I don't know if it's a new location or just a new store in general that I went to on the west side of Lansing. I live in Lansing. Yeah, I was very impressed. I will definitely be going back there. I thought that they had, you know how like at thrift stores, like sometimes it's not always like super organized? This place was super organized. It's just like a lot of space, like a lot of inventory, really quality inventory, I would say too. This is probably my favorite. Story time before I even try this coat on. So probably like last week, I was texting my mom and I sent her this picture of a coat with like a fur trim, fur sleeves. And it was yellow. I was like, oh my god, like mom, wouldn't this be so cute in a different color? And she was like, oh yeah, Well, I found that almost exact same coat on eBay, but in black with gray fur, a huge fur collar, and like huge fur, like little puffer sleeves. But it was $250. And I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $250 on a coat. Like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I went to Volunteers of America today, literally only looking for coats. And they actually had like a super great section. I found this coat. It's probably the last one that I looked at. And I was like, so obviously fur trim is like very in style right now, I would say, for coat. And look what we have here. Faux fur. But I think it's real leather. I actually didn't check and see if this one was real leather or not. It doesn't even have a brand name, which is so weird. You know what? My leather trench that I had on earlier today doesn't have a brand name either. But it feels like real leather. Oh yeah, okay. It's like suede on the inside. I'm guessing that this is real leather. I have enough leather, and I've like felt enough leather to like know whether it's like, leather, to know whether it was leather, to know whether it's leather or not. I should probably save this one for last, because it's like the best for last, but like I'm just too excited. I can't not show you. Look at this frigging coat. I paid $15 for this real leather faux fur coat. And when I like get tired of it, I can always sell it for, you know, maybe 250 bucks, cause that's what the going rate is on eBay at least. Yeah, $15.59 for this beauty. You know what? I'm gonna go in the, like, I'm gonna do, it's not that it's like my least favorite, but it's probably the most basic out of the 3 coats that I got. It's just this, what brand is this? I've never heard of this brand before. It's called Casual Corner, but on the tag it says it's 100% genuine leather on the shell, and then it's 100% polyester lining. This is a collared zip leather jacket. like I need another black leather jacket, but this is just so timeless. And honestly, my mom has one super duper similar to this. That's like, she got it in probably like the 90s or something like that, and it's still in great condition. Hers is, and this one is. I made sure before I even purchased it that, because there was another one too that I liked, that it was by a different brand, but it had like some scuffs on it, and I was like, I don't want to spend money on something that's not perfect. So when you're thrifting, when you're at a thrift store, some things are going to be obviously be a little bit more expensive than others. I found that like if the people working there know like the quality of the items and like the brand, and if it's a brand name, blah blah blah, like obviously it's gonna be uppriced a little bit more. For this being in perfect condition, no flaws, and 100% genuine leather, I paid $24 for this. Think about it. Okay, leather jackets, I have bought leather jackets not from thrift stores, and they are pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes they range from like 200 to like 600 up. So $24 for a genuine leather, like 100% leather jacket, I would say is a steal, especially in the condition that it's in, and I love it. And it fits perfect, and I feel like I have like a kind of like, it's not really thick, but I have a long sleeve on it, and I feel like I can still move around. I pretty much only looked at the coats, shoes, and men's jeans, I want to say, and some like home stuff, just because I like thrifting homey stuff like vases or vases. I don't know why I said vases. I never say vases. Vases. I had to look. I had to dig for these items, these 3 items, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. This one is a classic. This will never go out of style. The fur trim might go out of style, even though I feel like it just kind of like got into style. You know how trends are sometimes. This will never go out of style. Last but not least, in this little thrift haul is more fur and more leather. This is suede. No, it's not actually. This is faux suede and faux fur, but still it's from White House Black Market, which is a very high-end-ish brand in this area, at least, to die for. Now, I bought this specifically, okay, so like now that I have it on, I'm like, oh my god, it's so warm and like cozy. I could see myself wearing this, and look how perfect it fits. I'm like, oh my gosh, I bought it to sell, but now I'm like, okay, maybe I need to get like 1 or 2 good wears out of it. That's how I felt about the rusty leather trench that I had on today. Today was actually the first time I ever wore it. I don't know, this might be a keeper too. Mom, don't be mad at me. She was already so mad at me. My mom called me while I was in Volunteers of America, and she's like, where are you? I was like, Volunteers of America? LOL. I think even though she was mad at me for shopping, she would be ecstatic with the things that I found. This coat is literally in perfect condition. Except when I was trying other coats on, I accidentally stepped on it. So this is literally beautiful. The faux fur is so soft. It has no flaws. Like it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. But yeah, so these are the 3 coats that I got, and I'm freaking obsessed with them. Maybe you'll see them on my Depop, maybe you won't. Sorry, Mom. Now I'm going to get into how I go about doing my Depop stuff. So yeah, okay, cool. I don't have that many things to take pictures of for Depop, but I do need to take a picture of this suit. This like, look at these buttons, how cute. It's like Western, like retro. I love it. So I need to steam this, try to figure out how I'm going to style it. My friend and I were trying stuff on the other night when she was over. We actually came up with an outfit for this, but we were thinking about like taking pictures together to do that. So I don't know if I want to like take that outfit inspo idea to put on my Depop. Usually I steam stuff just because it looks, okay, how do I describe this? So I used to work at a designer clothing brand called BCBG Max Azria. I'm sure if you've been on my channel before, you would have, you know, seen that I worked there before. We used to have to like steam all of the new shipment, and as annoying as it is, it was super beneficial for like a higher end shop to steam the clothes, just because everything looks so much more expensive when it's not wrinkly. I have like a little steamer that my grandma gave me, God bless her. So I'm gonna steam some stuff. I used to have my Depop like photo shoot area in my office. It just looked so cluttered and really just unorganized all the time that it just didn't look good, because I had like, what was it? It was like a sheet hanging. That's why, I don't know if you can see, I have like, can you see it? Oh, if you look very, very closely, a command strip that I used to hang the sheet on. My cats would always like play under it, and as much as they loved it, like it just got cat hair all over it, and it was really hard to keep like looking nice in here. So I actually moved my photo shoot area for Depop down in my basement since it's cold as crap outside. I used to take my Depop pictures in my garage. The aesthetic in my garage is actually really cool. Like the brick is like a two-toned color. If I continue to live here, I'm going to take pictures outside in the spring and the summertime, and maybe into the fall, depending on how cold it is. But other than that, I'm gonna be taking pictures downstairs. It's really not that much different. It's nice because there's just like a white brick backdrop. I don't have to worry about putting up a sheet. I'm not saying that you have to do that if you start a Depop. I'm just saying like as like an aesthetically more pleasing picture that focuses more on the clothes and not on the background. It's just a little bit cleaner to look at, in my opinion. So my new photo shoot studio is in my basement. I recently purchased like a studio light. I don't know if it's actually called a studio light. I can show you it. It makes everything lighter, and I can pretty much take pictures at any time, not just in the daytime, where in my garage like I would only be able to take pictures when it was like perfect lighting outside. It makes it a little bit more easier, and we will get to steaming some stuff, and I will show you where I take pics. Okay. Okay, it's actually super convenient that I have this command strip here, because now I can like hang up clothes like as I steam and lint roll them. Frick, I need to get my steamer out. 1 second. Okay, cool. So while I'm waiting for my steamer to heat up, since I have cats, sometimes cat hair gets everywhere, all over me and all over everything that I own. So I'm going to lint roll it first with my handy dandy lint roller. I have like 7 of these in my house for reference. I'm gonna lint roll it while my steamer is heating up. Yep, that's gonna have to do. Okay, so here we go. Do you see the steam? Using a steamer is so easy. I'm a little bit more tenured with a steamer, I guess, so that's why I use a steamer. But you know, you can use an ironing board and an iron or a steamer. It doesn't really matter, whatever floats your boat. I haven't been thrifting for very long. I want to say maybe like 2 years professionally. Not even professionally, what am I saying? But I have found that I just enjoy thrifting a lot more than actual shopping, because when you thrift, I just find like so much more unique items. If you're someone like me who likes to stand out with their outfits and likes to wear unique things and not what everybody else has, then, you know, maybe you should try thrifting. I've just found that thrifting, you can find such unique, one-of-a-kind things, and like nobody is gonna have what you have. That's why I love thrifting. Some people are like, oh my god, you shop at Goodwill? Like, ew. Dude, I'm sorry, I don't want all clothes that everybody else has. This is done being steamed. I need to continue to lint roll it because this back of this is linty. So this is a suit, a two-piece suit. I'll show you the whole thing. You could either wear this together or you could separate them and wear them separately. I think that they would look beautiful either way, together or separate. So I guess I can show you what I would do with them. With this outfit specifically. Okay, I'll show you. I'll just show you. Okay, so here are the pants. As you can see, they are a little bit big in the waist. So what my friend did was she just like folded them like this, and now they won't fall down and they actually look like normal-ish. So I'm just gonna like tuck this in. For those of you wondering, this I bought at another Volunteers of America, but on the south side of Lansing. Their selection isn't always like the best. You really have to look. I've also found some like pretty amazing pieces there. Lots of vintage like Charlotte Russe and like Forever 21, and I'm talking like vintage where like when they first started coming out with clothes in really good condition. For this two-piece suit, I paid $7.50. Cute, am I right? You can always pair this just together. Obviously, like this button is to die for. I love the button. I probably wouldn't clasp this if I like wore it as an outfit or took pictures in it. I would keep it unclasped. Oh my gosh, this turtleneck actually looks so cute with it. Okay, cool. I haven't worn this turtleneck in like 3 years, and now it's just giving me so much inspo. And you can always belt this as well. Put like a thick belt with it to get rid of this part, the folded over part. It would look a lot more tailored and fitted to you, even though the shoulders are a little bit big still. I think oversized blazers are in still. They're just like a straight leg business. Obviously, I would wear heels with this. You could always just wear it like this with a belt, and that would be super cute. So I purchased this skirt the same time I actually purchased my rusty leather trench that I was wearing earlier. I was with my grandma at the time. They had a black one and a white one of this. Obviously, only one because we're thrifting. I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so cute. My grandma was like hyping me up, telling me to get stuff, and my mom was like, don't get anything, you don't need anything. But how freaking cute with this jacket. I love this look. I would say this is a very like business dressy look, and I think I would belt this as well. I think that's what my friend and I said, we would belt this. So now that we've picked out a couple outfits, not even a couple outfits, we have one suiting piece. And technically, 3 outfits. 1, the suit together, and then just the pants separate. We're gonna take some Depop pics now, so let's go to my basement. Come on. Welcome to my dungeon. I mean my basement. As you can see, I have my little studio light here. What is that? Oh, yep, that is some brooms in the background. It's just the way it is sometimes. And I have my little phone and my tripod and my laundry. And that's my basement, everyone. Cool. I do a square because Depop only does squares for pictures and such. So yeah, we're gonna take some pics. I usually put a timer, like 3 seconds. So here's the fit. And let's get to shooting. Here. Yes. It's just like a lot of trial and error. What angles look best for the article of clothing. When you're taking pictures for Depop, you want to give the best description through your photo of what the clothing looks like. See, oh my god, this belt looks so cute. You can never have enough photos, especially when you're trying to sell something online. Like, it's just, it gives a better representation of the product. Even though Depop only allows you to have 4 images, sometimes I like make a little Instagram layout where you can put like multiple pictures in there. So that's basically it. I mean, I just like go back and forth and take pictures on a timer with my tripod. I hope to God I haven't been flashing you this whole time. If I have, I'm very, very sorry. Or not. And surprisingly, I actually have this skirt on my Depop as well. There's so many ways that you could wear this skirt too. That is just the blazer. Let's get to maybe both of the items together. I'll be right back. See ya. Okay, I'm back with the pants. Oh, and my cat has a toy. I'm gonna throw it to her. If your cats don't have these little springy things, they're really missing out. Mine loves it, obviously. Especially. Oh, and there she goes. Okay. Not a huge fan of the belt. I don't know, do you guys like it? I don't really like it. Not this belt, at least. We're gonna go no belt. Pictures. Like I said, lots of trial and error. But I mean, this just shows you like how versatile an oversized suit can be. Even if it is too big on you, obviously there's some tricks like folding over the waistband and belting it to make them look like they fit you a little bit better. Welcome back to my office. Now I am going to show you how I post them to Depop. First, I need to measure both the jacket and the pants to give a correct measurement of the actual article of clothing. Vintage pieces, even though they say like a size, like this one is a size 10, sometimes the measurements of the piece are different. Vintage usually runs smaller. You want to make sure that the person who is buying it like has enough information to know whether it's going to fit them or not. Usually I will measure the waist, which here it is, so the waist is 15.5. And with pants, I usually do the waist, the inseam, the front rise, and the hips. With the front rise, you go from the button down to the crotch, 13.5. So we have 15.5, 13.5. The inseam, they are 29.5. So we have 15.5, 13.5, 29.5. And the hip are 22.5. With jackets, I do the back shoulder to each side of the hem, the length down from the shoulders down, and the arm length, and sometimes the chest as well. The shoulders are 16.5, another 29.5. I go from the armpit down for the arm length, 16.5. So we have 16.5, 16.5, 29.5. And then the chest, so I'll go armpit to armpit for chest, 19.5. So yeah, let me show you how I input it to my Depop app. I just wanted to show you guys the pants that I painted. They're actually halfway done. If you follow me on Instagram, which maybe I will put it right there somewhere, you'll see that I asked your opinion on what I should do with these white pants, and I was thinking like tie-dye or like flames or something cool like that. And I ended up going with the flames because everybody was like, yeah, do that. They actually turned out super good. I just used this fabric paint. There's this Tulip Soft Matte fabric paint. And I also have been painting other things. Like I painted this dragon onto this like wife beater gray. Oh my God, can I even get this? This wife beater gray tank, and it looks sweet. I actually tried it on the other day since it's like all the way dry, and it looks awesome. And I think I'm definitely gonna be doing more of like this kind of style. Maybe not always dragons, just like a plain tee and then like a cute design. I also did this Playboy bunny. I might put like Playboy down here or something like that, but being super creative like with some designs. I have some like cutouts right there. I can just work and watch TV or like listen to music, and it's super easy. So yeah, cheers. So you have the option of adding 4 photos and video. I don't have a video to add, which is totally fine. Start with like the category. So I go to women's wear, and this will be in sets. The size, we'll say a large. I think that's large. And the condition is used, but excellent. Not sure what I'm gonna price it at yet. I might actually sell these like separately. I haven't decided yet, but for now, just to show you, like I will do this. And it's more of like a khaki brown color, so I'm going to put both. You have the option of putting 2 colors. These settings down here are new, which is really cool. And then you can put the source. What kind of item is this? This is vintage and designer. You can put 2 options of those. The age, I would say this is more of like a 70s look, just because it has like a Western feel to it, and the color is very 70s, which I love. It is chic, Western, and maybe we'll say some indie too. 3 options to put for the style. Okie doke, so it is Britney Sportswear. So it's Britney Sportswear. Let's see if they have that in the brands here. They do not. So we just won't put a brand. I don't know why it only came up as Fenty Beauty is like the only brands that they have. I think that's what happens when you like pick a certain category. Like they only give you a certain amount of brands. I don't know. They're still updating it, and they obviously like these things are new, so they don't have all the brands that are out there, but they have a lot of the popular ones. That's a little collage that I made. Usually I put these at the end of the pictures, so this is one of the 4 pictures that I'm going to choose. That one's cute, but I think I like that. Whoops. I think I like this one better. It shows a better description of it. Did I do these? Did I do that one? I did not. Maybe I'll do that one. Cute. Okay. So I have my 4 pictures, and then you have the option of like putting them in whichever order you want. I feel like I'm gonna put the 2-piece set first one, and then this picture is really the moneymaker. Like that's gonna show everybody what the heck this actually looks like. And then I write a description. This is a Britney Sportswear 2-piece set. Rusty copper brown 2-piece suiting set. Let's remember what the measurements are. I usually say laying flat because some people ask, but my measurements. Then I usually write the rest of this description. The condition, 0 out of 10. How good is it? I would say this is a 7 out of 10 due to pilling, not very noticeable. I want to give the best description of the piece, and I don't want people to be upset with what they've purchased. So really try to be truthful with what I put in my description and what the condition actually is. And I would say that 7 out of 10 is a pretty accurate description, just because, you know, this is a used suit. Somebody obviously wore this and wore it not like a lot, but got good use out of it. So 7 out of 10. It's good, but not great. So maybe I'll put, instead of excellent here, I will put used but good. Western, retro, 70s. Buttons. And then I always say DM with any questions, which is pretty much auto corrected into my phone. Like, watch, I'll put DM. Look, second option with any questions. And then I'll put some tags. Like, you have the option of hashtagging 5 times on Depop. The more descriptive words that you put into your post, the more people will see it. So we'll put vintage, 70s, because 70s, I would say 70s are really in right now. The colors and the silhouettes, at least. Bell-bottom jeans are coming back. 2-piece suit, 2-piece set. Just because sets are actually super popular on Depop. How about explore page? Just because sometimes people search that. And then without a hashtag, I'll usually just put like some more descriptive words. Rustic, rusty, rust, pantsuit, variety, grunge, edgy, edge, urban, business casual. I just kind of like put whatever is on my mind, I guess. That's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else. I guess I'll just move on to price. Okay, let's save this as a draft, and
Then we will look up a rusty brown two-piece suit. And I usually check to see prices. Oh my God. Oh, so this one is $50. We'll say $39. So like 20 for the top, 20 for the bottom. Shipping, this is kind of a heavier item. Shipping is a whole other like video that I need to do. That is just a pain in my butt, usually all the time. I will do $7.15 shipping because that is a priority box price and it's probably going to be over 2 pounds to ship, so that's going to be the best option. If it fits, it ships. And then once we're done, we hit post and there we go. It's on my Depop now. If we go to my page, here she is. And that's what it looks like. And that's all, folks. Yeah, so I really hope that you guys like this video. This is literally what I do to a T with all of my Depop posts. So let me know if you have any questions, if I left anything out. I will most likely do a video on shipping too, because that is really complex. Sometimes it's taken me a really long time to figure that out with pricing and how to do it. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked it and I hope you like this suit. Have a great day and don't forget to check out my Depop and my Instagram. They're both at harleyamoore. Okay, bye. 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 Bye.